own skin and be at peace in your mind. If we're at peace in our mind, then our body's going to kind of follow suit a little bit, and we can move with more ease and grace outside, outside in the world. So we're going to start in child's pose. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you. So you can open up your knees like this and press your hips back to your heels. And then stretch your hands forward towards the front and drop your head down towards the mat. Now, everything that I mentioned is a suggestion because everybody is different. So you are going to have your own, I guess, personal practice based on your body and what you're feeling today. So I want you to just quickly check in with how you're feeling in your physical body. How are you feeling in your physical body? Is there any little aches, any little pains, any tension, any place you're feeling real good? Just notice in your physical body how you are feeling today. In your emotional self, how are you feeling today? Here. There's many different layers of our own self. So just checking in with that as well. If you feel any sense of disconnect, I want you to take a deep, full breath in and a deep, full breath out. So whenever you're feeling off balance, just find your way back to that deep, full breath in and out. And if you need to, at any point during this class, come down into this position, whether it's physically you need to take a break or emotionally you need to take a break, then just come back into this posture, child's pose, and do just that. Take a break. Find your way back to your breath, recenter, and then you can move again. Yoga is this practice of studying ourselves and seeing where we're in alignment, where we're off balance, and how we can find our way back to our center. Another deep, full breath in, and a deep, full breath out. And you're going to find your way to all fours, tabletop pose, and planting your hands right underneath your shoulders and your hips right over top of your knees. And we're going to just gently move through our spine. So dropping your belly, lifting your chest as you squeeze your shoulders back. And then exhale, press your belly button up, tuck your tailbone in your head. Good. Drop your belly, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale, deep full breath out. So we're just going to move through that a few more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. So you might be moving at a different pace than me, that's okay. Maybe just close your eyes and follow your breath, breathe in and out as you move your spine. Good, and then come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands up towards the front of the mat, if you're not already. You're going to stretch back your right leg, tucking your toes on the mat, and then just gently rock forward and back, forward and back. Continue to breathe deep as you create these shapes, and then work to be present. If your mind wanders off, come back to your breath. Good, so from here, we're going to just balance here on our hands as we take that back foot up off the mat, rotate through your ankle behind you. Good, so from here, you're going to kick kick back through the heel, point the toes down, and then exhale, bring your knee to your elbow, and then kick it back long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, kick it back long. Good, last round, exhale. Kick it back long. Good, and then drop the knee back down. Switch sides. Tucking the back toes, rocking forward and back, forward and back. And just notice where you feel any sensation. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. Take that back foot up off the mat and rotate through your ankle, left side, right side. So just like a pose, a kinked pose, we're just moving through any little kinks, any little knots. So yeah, in yoga we call it prana, or our life force, and move through our body. Good, so kick back through your heel, point the toes down, and when you're ready, exhale. Bring your knee to your elbow, and then stretch it back long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it back long. Last time, exhale, knee to elbow. Stretch it back long. Good, and then find your way back into child's pose, either open knees or knees together. As you sink down, bringing your head to the mat. And take 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in, and a full breath out. Follow that up with 2 more cycles of breath. Good. So find your way back to all fours. Your tabletop pose. And tucking your toes from here. Lifting your hips up high to the sky. Working your way to your first down dog. When you get there, just pedal out through your heels. Press back left and right side. Open up through those hands and shake your head out. Yes and no. No tension in your head. And just start to arrive here in this posture. What does this pose have for you? And again, not so much about the pose, but what we're learning about ourselves within the posture. I guess that's some of the deeper layers here. But checking in with yourself physically, emotionally, as you arrive into this pose. Any motion that you need to just kind of work through those little kinks and knots, maybe pressing back through your heels. And again, just no tension in the head. Good. From here, take out 3 deep breaths in and out. Not the easiest posture. Again, if you ever need to take a break, child's pose. And from here, bend your knees and slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. And so we're going to hang out in this forward fold. Ragdoll. Again, sway from side to side a little bit. Feeling any release in your lower back, your head, your neck. Wherever you feel the stretch. Here, come back to center if you're not already there. And then slide your hands up your shins as you flatten your spine. Draw your shoulders back. And then exhale slowly back down to your toes. Moving with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale slowly back down. Good. Press into your feet, reach the arms all the way up high to the sky. Bring your palms together. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. So we're going to move through a few rounds of sun salutations meant to build up heat from the inside out. If you lose your place, it doesn't matter. Just keep flowing. Inhale, arms up, stretch up, maybe lift up. And then exhale, open arms, flat spine, and come all the way down. Next, inhale, halfway lift as you peek forward. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Good. For plank, we're just gonna hang onto plank here or on your knees. Few deep breaths. Engage where you can. Soften where you can. Take a giant breath in as you shift forward just a little bit and then lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Tops of the feet come down and your hands are underneath your shoulders. Take your chin to the mat and exhale all the air out. When you inhale, press into the hand and rise up just into the top of the spine as your shoulders draw back. Good. Tops of the feet press down and then exhale slowly back down, chin to the mat. Good. Inhale, rise up, shoulders draw back as you shine your heart forward. Good. And then exhale, slowly back down. Good. You got it. Last breath in as you rise up. This time, hover your hands and bring your elbows in at your side. And then think about like a string on your heart and your chest, just lifting you up. Just a little bit more as you rise up. And then exhale, slowly back down. Good. Press into your hands, come into all fours, tuck your toes, and reach your hips up. Down dog. Take a giant breath in through your nose, and then as you exhale, bend your knees, walk up, feet to hands, hanging back in that giant forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift as you peek forward, and then exhale, slowly back down. I kind of got a playlist today, so inhale, arms up. It's a little bit more funky than it normally is. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, open arms, flat spine, come all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then step back, find plank. You can always drop down to your knees, lower down slow. Keep your elbows in at your sides. Tops of the feet press down. Inhale, rise up. Shoulders draw back. Exhale, slowly back down. Good. Hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Reach your hips up. Down dog. Giant breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop up. You're ready for a hop already. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, slowly back down. We're dancing with our breath. Inhale, arms up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. We're going to do one more round and we're going to pause and down dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open arms, flat spine. Inhale, halfway lift. The deeper your breath, the more you're going to feel. Step back. Lower down all the way to your belly. Elbows in at your sides. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up, lower high cobra or up dog. Covering those legs. Exhale, back into down dog. Good. From here, find your breath. Always release additional heat out through your mouth if you need to. Always take child's pose if you need to reset and take a break. If you're with me, take your feet together behind you. Inhale, reach your right leg up high to the sky. Kick back through your heel. Point the toes down. Good. And when you're ready, exhale, knee to nose. Shift forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow as you tap. Inhale, back up. And exhale, set that foot through to the front. Good. Drop down your back knee. Half of the foot releases. Press in, arms rise up. Good. So your right foot is forward, your left foot is back. That knee is over the top of the knee, forward behind it. You're coming into that lunge as those arms stretch up, shoulders draw back. Deep breath in and out. Good. Last deep breath in as you reach up, hips drop. And then hands come back down. Tuck the back toes, knee comes up. Step that right foot back to meet the left. And then lower down slow. Yogi push-up. Inhale up, lower high cobra. And then exhale, slowly back, down dog. Tucking the toes, hips reach high. Nice job. Bring your feet together behind you. Stretch that left leg up. Take back your heel. Flare open through the toes. Happy Monday. Is it? Is it happy? Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. Step that foot through to the front of the mat. May need a little help on the way up. Drop down your back knee, top of the foot releases. Inhale, arms up. Good. And then really press into that front foot. Feeling stable and strong in that front foot. Continue to reach those arms up. And take a few deep breaths. Even if you fall out, who cares? Right? Good. Relax your face, your jaws, and stretch up. Maybe look up. Good. And then exhale, those hands back down. Tuck the back toes. Knee comes up. Step back. You start to sweat already. That's the point. Exhale down. Toss some feet press in. Inhale, rise up. Open chest. And then exhale, slowly back down. Let's reset in child's pose. Open the knees. Press back. Just begin. 3 deep breaths. Grab a drink if and when you need it. We're here to listen to our bodies and tend to the physical and emotional. Bring it all together with a deep breath in and out. One of my pastors that I used to listen to, I don't listen to him so much anymore, but he always would say, "Are you here? Are you here?" So just checking in with yourself. Are you here? If you're not, again, just bring in some awareness of your breathing. And come on back. I see you're all physically here. Mentally, sometimes we need to kind of train our mind, just like, a child. Come back. Come on back. So if you're with me, take yourself back to down dog. It's called a practice, so we get a chance to practice. And just notice this one may be different than the first. So maybe you can stretch those heels back a little bit more. Maybe you can reach that tailbone up a little bit higher. Maybe you can breathe a little bit deeper. Good. Bringing your feet together behind you, keeping that right leg up on your inhale breath. And then your exhale breath, bend your knees, shift forward, and set that foot in between your hands. Good. Press in, arms rise up. And so you're in a crescent lunge now. So those back toes are facing forward. And this is the good news. You never have to do it perfectly. We're just here today. However we show up for our bodies. Good. We're going to exhale. Bring your chest to your knee. Your arms are going to draw back. This is a balance. And then inhale, rise back up. And you're going to straighten that leg as you reach your arms up. Good. Exhale, chest to your knee. Your arms are going to draw back. Good. Press into that front foot. Draw the arms up on your next inhale back. Good. Last time. Exhale down. Arms draw back. Keep that bend in the knee as your arms reach up high to the sky. Good. And then just take 3 deep breaths here. Just working your way into the hips, stretching out through the fingertips, lengthen here. Good. We're going to drop that back foot down, and then open your arms up into warrior 2. Stretch through those fingertips. So that back foot is parallel. Nice and wide. So I always say your wrist and your ankle. That's kind of where you're at. Sorry, I'm flipped around here. Good. So we're going to move into peaceful warrior. So flip your front palm, reach forward, keep your legs exactly the same, and lift up and back. Like you're throwing something towards the back of the mat. Stay there for 3 deep breaths. Maybe peek up into the sky. So neck will allow you to do that. Good. From here, exhale, pivot all the way to the middle of those arms. And pivot that back foot. You're in a low runner's lunge. Step back into down dog, or you can move through that yogi push-up. This is where you get to decide what you want to do. Good. Down dog. Take a giant breath in through your nose and a giant breath out through your mouth if you need to release additional heat. Continue to check in. Good. Bring your feet together behind you. If you're with me, left leg stretches up on your inhale breath. Good, and then exhale, shift forward. Step that foot through to the front. Arms rise up. Crescent lunge. Those back toes are facing forward. You're sinking into the hips and you're reaching up through the fingertips. We're trying to find ways to run. One day I'll have a full running class. It'll be cool. Exhale, bring your chest to your knee. And then inhale, press up, reach the arms high to the side. Good. Exhale, chest to your knee. Inhale, back up. Do this a little dance with your breath. Exhale down. Stay in that lunge, inhale the arms up. Good. Draw the shoulders back. Nice. So flip that back foot. Open up your arms. Open up the hips. Feel those inner thighs just spiraling open. Reach the chest up. Good. Soften your face. Maybe even smile a bit. It's a happy Monday, right? Flip your front palm. Peaceful warrior. Reach forward and then lift up and back. Towards the back of the mat. Maybe even peek up towards the sky. That front knee is bent. That back leg is straight. Yeah, good. And open up the knee just a little bit. Take your toes forward. Yes, good. And then exhale, slowly come down. Put that back foot. So you're in a low runner's lunge. Step back into down dog or move through. That yogi push-up. Shoulders draw back, chest lifts, and then exhale, down dog. Good. Take a giant breath into your nose. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, slowly back down. Good. Bend your knees and reach your arms up high into the sky. It's an imaginary chair you're seeking to find a still seat within. Right? That's the whole point. So whether or not the pose is challenging physically or mentally, if we're just like sitting there doing nothing, we're going to try to find a still seat within. So how we do that is we just continue to find our way back to our breath and find our balance there. No pose lasts forever. We're going to move a little bit with this. So exhale, bring your chest to your knees. Inhale, arms back up. Good. Exhale, chest to your knees. Inhale, arms back up. Good. Last round. Exhale, chest to your knees. Press into your left foot. Take your right foot with you. Karate kick. Yeah. Here's a little balance. You stretch those arms up. And now we're going to step that leg back. Good. Plant the foot. Nice and wide stance. Good. Hands to your heart. We're going to pray real quick before we step up onto that front foot and launch. So we're going to step up onto that front foot, take that back foot up off the mat, and then just float, fly, or fall out. Either way. We're going to take that back foot up, and maybe open your arms up nice and wide. Squeeze your shoulders. And see how much space and length you can create in between the top of the head and the heel. If this is really uncomfortable, continue to breathe. If it's painful, get out of the pose. Good. Take that right foot up to meet the left. Inhale those arms up overhead. Grab for your left wrist. Open up your feet nice and wide. Reach up and over towards the right side, the side body stretch. Take 3 deep breaths in. In and out through your nose, drop your shoulders back and peek up towards the side. Good. Inhale back up to center, grab the opposite wrist, reach up and over towards the side. Never forceful, always gentle. This is your body. The place that you're inhabiting, the place you call home. Good. Inhale gently back up. Good. Release the hands. We're going to exhale down. And sweep the floor. Exhale down. Inhale up, straight legs. Yeah, exhale down. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Drop the elbows down and lift your chest. Good. Inhale those arms back up. And hands to your heart. Good. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just stay there and breathe deep. How do we change the world? Maybe cool. You're touching it right now. Take a deep breath in, fill up all the way. And deep breath out. Good. Open up your eyes if they're not already. We're going to lower down to the mat, back into down dog. Stretching those arms up on your inhale breath. And then exhale, open arms, flat spine, come back down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. We're not doing down dog, I forgot. Exhale, back down, bend your knees, find your way to your chair pose. That's where we're headed. Good. And then we're going to flow with this. Exhale, chest to your feet, keep your knees bent. Inhale, back up. Good. Exhale, chest to your knees. Inhale, arms back up. This is when still repeats. Exhale. Press into your right foot, left foot comes up. Find your balance. Find your breath. Good. One last deep breath in. Good. Keep your arms up. Step that foot back. Find your balance on your toes. Good. Hands to your heart. Good prayer before we launch onto that front foot. Step up. Take that leg back. Flare up through the toes. Maybe open up your arms to fly. Squeeze those shoulders back and lift your chest just a little bit. Good. Take that back foot up to the front. Stretch and pull those arms up. And then exhale, bring hands to the heart. Good. Drop your hands into your sides. Roll the shoulders a few. Nice job, everyone. Can you grab a drink? Go ahead and grab a drink. A little warm for show. Good. We're going to open up those legs nice and wide. Towards the side. Good. Those toes are in just a little bit, and you're pressing out through those heels just a little bit. Good. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale that left arm down, reaching that right arm up high to the sky and over to the side. Just finding that little side body stretch there, keeping up, Inhale back up to center, nice, and then drawing that right arm down, left arm up, and over to the side. Inhale those arms back up high to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, stretch forward, and come all the way down. Relax your head, shake it out a little bit. Maybe bend your knees, move through the hips a little bit. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. I don't even know again with the weight, maybe it's in the heels, maybe it's in the toes. Find that nice center of balance. Taking that tailbone up, crown of the head down for the last few breaths. Good. So from here, bring your hands to your hips, slight bend in your knee, press into the feet, rise all the way back up to standing. Good. Hips those front toes towards the front of the mat. Press into the feet Reach your arms open nice and wide. Good. Press the hips back. Call it a booty bump. No, that's not yoga. That's what you're doing. And then stretch your fingertips forward towards the front. And then drop that hand down. And then you can sweep that other arm in front of the body. You can do it as many times as you want. If you want to just kind of take these circle sweeps in front of the body a little bit. Open up your shoulders. Or eventually lifting it up, stretching that arm up. It's called triangle pose, so your body is creating a triangle. So that bottom hip is moving forward, that top hip is moving back, and that rib cage is just continuing to spiral open towards the side. Press into those feet. Press all the way back up to standing. Nice job. Take the heels in, the toes out. As you sink down into a squat, open up your arms nice and wide. Stretch through the fingertips. Good. And then find that seat. Good. Okay. Press into the feet. Reach the arms up. We're going to move with our breath. Inhale. Good. And then exhale slowly back down. Squeeze the shoulders. Good. Inhale, arms up. If you feel like jumping off the mat, you can do that. Good. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale down. Just following the rhythm of your own breath. Maybe you try to close your eyes. It's another chest fall there. Good. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to hold the pose, but not your breath. Continue to squeeze the shoulders back as you stretch up through the fingertips. Lift your chest again, like it's got that little string on it. Lifting it up as the hips sink down. Good. And then go ahead and straighten the legs. Press your arms down at your side. Shake. Move through the shoulders a bit. Pivot those back toes towards the back of the mat. And coming into your triangle pose. The other side. Open up your arms nice and wide. And press those hips back as you stretch your fingertips forward, forward, forward. And then drop that hand down. And if you want to circle sweep that arm in front of your body, you can go ahead and do that. So again, are you here? Are you fully embodied with your mind someplace else? And if it is, know that it's always doing that. So just bring it back. How we do that is conscious awareness of our breathing and sensation in our body. So keep bringing it back into this present moment. Stretch that top arm high to the sky as we rest here in our triangle shape. It's been too pressing into the feet. What is your breathing? And slowly press all the way back up. Nice job. And you'll all toe those feet together. All right, we're going to move into a couple balancing poses. We're going to try tree pose first. If you want to stay looking at the river or turn towards the river, turn towards front. Doesn't really matter where you stand in tree pose. If you need some additional support, you can walk to the wall and just place your hand on the wall. Hands to your heart to start. Pressing into your left foot, kickstand your right foot and slide it up. Either to your ankle, your calf, or the inside sole of the foot. Or inner thigh. Sole of the foot to the inner thigh. So with our balancing posture, we can find our gaze fixed on something. And that helps with your focus. And no judgment, just a curious mind. Right? Like, one side may be a little bit wobbly than the other, and we'll find that out here in a second. If you want to stretch those arms up for the last few breaths. Good, last deep breath in. And then slowly return back. Nice job. Nice job, trees. Hands to your harder, hips, slide the other foot up. You want to be balanced. So, I don't know if you know this, but the reason why we do things on the left and the right side is because we can be maybe more right brain than the left brain. And so this helps us to be using both sides of our brain. And as we breathe in all that fresh oxygen and breathe out all those toxins, maybe we can be in a better space and place to make good decisions. What's going to be best for ourself, our mental, physical health. Last few breaths here, and again, maybe if you want to close your eyes. It's tough, but let's try it out for size. Good. And then slowly make your way back down. Good. We're going to do one more balancing pose. So it's half moon, and then if you need to come to the wall, I'll demonstrate at the wall. So, I'll show you on the wall. You've never done it before, come to the wall. This is how I teach the kids. I don't know if you've ever thrown spaghetti at the wall and it sticks, but that's another visual that I have. So you're in your warrior two. Pose. Back into your hip. When I get all seamed up, then I shall tip me over. So that back foot crawls up, and then you kick up onto that standing foot, that back foot. Yay! And then again, your spaghetti flat. So here, or you can do it off the wall, whatever. I won't keep that. Work this out. Here's my hand. That's the key. It's the key of breathing. The poses are always secondary. It's just a shape to see if we can keep our connection with our breath, our sanity, I guess. The shapes are just meant to challenge our sanity, our peace of mind. Whenever you're ready, come on down, switch sides. I think that's the easiest description I've ever said. Yeah. So, second side, bend that front leg at first. Yep. Right here in between two walls, and see it from the top of your head back to the heel, how much space you can create plus the heel. Yeah. One last deep breath in and out, wherever you are. Good. Go ahead and come down. Nice job. I do not know what full moon is, but that's half moon. So if you wonder if it's full moon. We're gonna sit down in our yogi spot. So taking your heels and your toes out. Stretching your arms up overhead, bringing your palms together, and then exhale slowly down into your hips and squat. And even though we're squatting and you may be up on your toes, maybe you can't come down that far, and that's okay. And maybe, like if you can always have a couple blocks and place them underneath you, like a little throne. So we're here, and the natural tendency is to want to like curve in the spine, reach up again like that string is on your heart, lifting you up towards the sky. So hands here, here, whatever feels natural. So we're just gonna sit for a few deep breaths. Again, just feel the hips sinking down, but lift in your chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Searching for that still seat within. Okay, go ahead and plant your hands, lift your feet, and straighten your legs to come into ragdoll. Just hang out in your ragdoll, maybe moving through the fingers a little bit side to side. Okay. Inhale, lift you up halfway as you feet forward. And then on your exhale, round your plant your hands, step back your left leg, drop down your knee, half of the foot releases. Walking your right foot over to the left side and dropping your right knee to your right wrist. Okay. Squaring your hips off towards the front. Okay. Good. And gently walking your hands forward. You can stay on your hands, you can drop down to your forearms, drop down to your forehead. You can come down to your back and cross your right ankle over your left knee and hug that left leg in. That is another version of this posture. Yoga. 3 parts, deep breathing. These postures that we take in meditation. Get a chance to be the observer and the participant. Last equal breath in and out wherever you are. And then slowly start to rise up. Good. If you're on your back, you can just switch sides. If you're on your hip, just press into the right hip and then switch sides, bring your left leg forward, your right leg back. However you get there, the left leg is going to be forward. You're going to square the hips off towards the front of the mat. And then just gently walk your hands forward. Maybe come down to your forearms, maybe your forehead. Again, this is all a very personal thing, and so there's so many different variations that you can get into. Just carving out this space and time for you. So slowly start to come back up. If you're on your back, roll your way up to the front. And then bring the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly pose. And you're lacing your hands around your toes or your ankles. Lengthening up from the base of the spine all the way up to In yoga, they call it the crown of the head. If you want to, from here, we can move a little bit through the neck. If you're feeling any tenderness, any tension in the neck, just moving through that. Eventually, taking a giant breath in and up. And exhale forward as you come down. You can keep your elbows in at your sides or use them to feel open the knees around the outsides of the shins. Folding forward and taking 3 giant breaths in and out. And just noticing where you feel any sensation there. Relax. From here, slowly begin to rise back up. Okay. Bring your knees together and slowly slide yourself towards the front of your mat. And reach your hands around your knees and roll on back to your back. As you get there, you can just hug those knees in and rock from side to side a little bit. Massaging your spine, kidneys. As you hug those knees in, you're squeezing out a whole lot of toxins out of the body. Anything unprocessed, undigested, whether that be physically or emotionally. And there's a lot of different parts of ourselves. Accessing all of these. Continue to hug your right knee in, extend your left leg straight towards the front. Take your left hand on your right knee and on an exhale, just roll over to your left side. Open up your right arm nice and wide like a wing, and your shoulders will drop back. If it feels okay, you can look over at that right hand and take 3 deep breaths there. In this spinal twist. Find your way back to your back. Hug that knee into your chest with a squeeze forehead to knee. And then release that leg, switch sides. Hugging that left knee in. Take your right hand to your left knee and then exhale. Dropping it over towards the right side. As you open up that left arm like a wing. Dropping the shoulders back. Even if you're not feeling anything here, which this pose does create actually quite a bit of sensation. Just continue to breathe deep and trust the process. There's a lot happening here.
Been traveling by so long. Lost you 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I want to come here and be every part of me. But there's a better man. And my lips are
Go ahead and come on back to your back. You're going to hug both knees into your chest as you rock from side to side.
Surrender to the good Lord. In the white
Good. Draw your knees open towards your armpits. And then slide your hands through and find the soles of the feet. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet as the knees draw down towards your side. And then rock from side to side. It's called cat and baby.
man with many times, come over as my sins flow down the Jordan. Oh, I want to come here and heal every part of me, but there's blood on my hands.
Good. Sit here for a few more breaths, whether you want to rock from side to side or just stand still.
Take it to your river.
Again, a little bit of resistance, feet into the hands into the feet as you open up those hips. Good. Draw the legs back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Good. And then plant the feet hips distance apart, hands at your sides. So we're going to roll our body up into bridge, rolling those shoulders underneath you. Your hands can be at your sides. They can be interlaced underneath you, or you can even slide a block underneath your hips and then drop your hips back down onto the block, whatever height you decide, and just enjoy a nice reclined bridge. Palms down, palms up, or underneath you.
Take it to your river. No, please let me know. Take it to your river.
From here, press into the feet, lift the hips up, and then slowly return back to your back. Take the soles of the feet together, butterfly the knees open, and place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Feel that breath fill up your belly into your hand and your heart, your chest. So again, if you're ever feeling off balance, you've lost your center, you've lost your peace of mind. First of all, we're not our thoughts, we're not our body. There's some place within that is constant, because those things are always changing, right? Take a deep breath, and just let it go. Any other movement that you need, go ahead and do that before we slip into our last and final shape, which is Shavasana. Just lying on the mat, doing nothing. Again, for some of us, doing nothing can be really uncomfortable. For some of you, you're so happy that we finally arrived at this point. Whatever your reaction is to it, we're all going to be in it for just a couple of minutes. You can release the need to control your breathing and just allow your breath to come into a natural rhythm and just receive whatever is here for you. Observe your thoughts as they go by. Arms resting at your sides or wherever is comfortable, maybe palms flipped up, just to receive whatever, again, is here for you. us off the mat today, leaving whatever you don't need here. I will sweep it up for you. Bring your hands to your forehead. If you are not feeling this already, I will just impart to you peace of mind. Bring your hands to your heart for a healthy and happy heart. Peace of mind and healthy, happy heart are linked. They are connected. Have a beautiful and blessed day, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for, I can't see, Jane. Okay. Namaste, Jane.